Welcome everyone, and join us tonight for a little fun at Linda's Stampin' Escape. Hi there, I am Linda Schnabel, and I am here to show you some fun paper cutting techniques, and I am going to incorporate the Sentimental bundle with that. So welcome everybody, pop on in and say hello. I can't wait to get started tonight. It's going to be a good one. I posted a nice picture of sunshine this morning on my page here, and lo and behold, guess what? The sun came out. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. And Dawn, thanks for coming. All right. I just double checking to make sure the sound is off so I don't have to listen to myself. And if you saw my desk, you would think I was just totally prepared, which I hope I am. So I see a few more people said hello. Cheryl. I'm just going to stroll back here for a minute. I think I caught everybody. Says 4 comments. Thank you, Facebook, for bumping somebody out. So hello and welcome. And I don't know, Facebook gets crazy sometimes. So if I don't always catch everybody, I apologize, but I try really hard. And I do go back after the presentation and try to go through them all again. Sometimes Facebook hides them and I'll find them 2 days later. So, hi Jenny. So glad that all of you could join me tonight. I kind of got hooked on this, and I came upon this by, I don't know, by a miracle or fate, who knows. But I thought it was kind of cool since this last weekend we were doing paper cutting techniques. And then I came across this, and I learned this cut pattern from Leanne Greff. She is a fellow demonstrator from North Dakota, and I got hooked on this. Yeah, we learn a lot from our fellow demonstrators, from each other. So, you know, if you ever think of joining my team, you don't just get the girls in my group, but 40,000 plus other demonstrators will welcome you into our Stampin' community. So it's like a big happy family. And if you ever get to go to convention or any of those things, it's really fun. So, hello, Barb. How are you? I hope you are doing well and recuperating nicely. So, Saturday, was it? Yes, Saturday. Hello, I'm trying to get back on track here. We were cutting 4x6 sheets out of our 12x12 paper. So this is pretty close. And again, I'm using that Dandy Designs. I keep wanting to call it Dandy Delights because I'm telling you, the more I play with this, the more delighted I am to have this paper. And did I tell you 48 sheets in here, girls? 48. I love it. So this is the one I'm going to cut with tonight, but I have several other patterns that I'm going to be showing you. So on my blog for the next few days, you'll be seeing the fallout from all of this paper cutting. So I'm going to show you one full set tonight, along with some few tricks from the new Sentimental Park bundle. Oh my gosh. I love things that are different, and I would love to open this up. Barb says she gets her staples out tomorrow. Oh, I'm good. That is good, and I'm glad you're feeling good. And then we got Kathy and Sandy who just joined us. Welcome, ladies. I would love to show you all these really cool dies, but they are on the die cutting machine because I have been going crazy with these. Another thing. So watch for a class called Sentimental Park. because this one will be coming up in February. We also have one scheduled for February. I'll send out a reminder about that one. But then you'll get a notice about this one too, because this is really cool. It's got some cool dies. Wait till you see it. Ooh, so exciting. So, okay. All right, let's get to our paper cutting. And I just brought my stylish shapes in here because I used stylish shapes on some of my cards. So let me set this off to the side. Well, you guys, I wish you could see how clean this is. I really need to take before and after pictures. Oh, gosh. Oh, and I got my old one here again. Apologies. Let's get it up here, though, because I'm sure a lot of you still have this cutter. But I do like the newer one better. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need 4 sheets of patterned paper, and you want to get them so they coordinate. And you'll see here that some of these have different backs, and you could choose any ones you want. But these are the 4 I picked for this grouping of cards. I loved the Coastal Cabana in here, which is over there and strewn out through here. And then this brings the green in, which is up in that one too. So the colors all kind of go together really nice. So since we started from 4x6s, I'll show you how to cut those down, but you could also cut from your 12x12s and start out with 4 inches if you want to, or 3 3/4, because that's where we're heading. And I'm only cutting 2 sheets at a time. So let's bring this out. This is supposed to be 4 inches. See, that's where it is. And we want 3 3/4. So we're just going to cut that 1/4 inch off. All right. Set those aside and use them for something else. I'm going to slide that up there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with these 2. I tried to cut all 4 sheets because Leanne calls it her stack and cut. But this cutter doesn't want to cut 4 sheets. My other one might. Okay, we're cutting off that 1/4 inch, cutting it down to 3 3/4. This then is going to get cut down to 5 inches. And there are those 1-inch strips if you saw my card from my blog. Just wanted to run and get it. So this is it. This is where all those 1-inch strips came from. So, and you could see I have quite a few different patterns, and I tossed a purple one in there. But that's where all that extra stuff came from. Okay, set that there. Get this 1-inch cut off of here. Whoops. 5 inches, Linda. All right, so now that we got our paper cut down to 5 inches by 3 3/4, we're kind of ready for that stack and cut. So I'm going to take this designer paper and put it vertical. Vertical. I have to make sure I'm doing this right because I don't want to mess this up. And I'm going to cut it at 2 1/2. Okay, so we're going to slide these pieces over here. And then we're going to take the 2 1/2 inch strip that we have right here, 2 1/2, and we're going to flip it horizontally. And we're going to cut it at 2 3/4. Get this lined up here. 2 3/4. All right, set those up there. We're going to bring back our paper here, And doing it this way again, we are going to cut that to 2.5 inches, just like the first 2 sheets. And we're going to take our 1-inch strips and put them up there. Again, flip this horizontally, and these instructions will be on my blog tomorrow. Go 2 3/4. That's where we're cutting these on. And we'll put the bigger ones on top of the bigger ones, and we'll put these up here. Okay, now we're going to bring down our 1 1/4 inch strips. Or I think these, yep, 1 1/4, and we're going to cut them at 1 1/4 inch strip, cut to 3 1/4. 1, 2, 3. There's our 3 1/4. So this is our 1 1/4 inch strip, and we are placing it horizontally onto our cutting plate, and then we're going to cut it at 3 1/4. Now let's see. I'm pushing really hard here to see if it cuts all the way through. Nope, it doesn't want to cut through that last one. Pretty close though. We'll just quick whip it in there. There we go. So now let's gather all our little pieces. And once you get the hang of this, it is so much fun, and you'll just be cutting up a storm, trust me. All right, this is my mat, not the card base. The card base is our regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. So there is our mat, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So put that aside. And now what I like to do is, especially if you're cutting a whole bunch of different patterns, but I do keep all of my colors the same. I mean, I don't mix in like the pinks and purples in with these, but I'm going to lay out all 4 patterns, right? And this is just how I do it. You don't have to. And then we're going to do all 4 patterns, but we don't want these patterns to match. So I'm not going to put this with this. I'll put that over there, this over here. And then you're going to do the same thing over here. Different pattern, different pattern, different pattern, different pattern. And it's just, that one needs that guy. I don't see stripes on that one. This one needs this, and that one needs polka dots. So now you have your template, or your puzzle pieces, let's put it that way, to start creating. So once you start doing this, they're going to go together real fast. And you can start, I like to start with the skinny ones. Don't know why, but I do. And we're just going to put our adhesive on there. Give yourself a nice little border. And put these on all around your card. There's our 2 skinnies, so they're going to do a lot of the aligning for us. Now you can choose whether you want your piece up here or down here. I kind of like the bold pieces apart from each other. There we go. Got a lot of weight on this one. What's on this side? No. And you'll see I have some other patterns pre-cut, and you'll see that I did flip some, or I actually used 2 of the same patterns, because on some of them, the patterns are so cool because I used the front and back. See, we could use that one, but that's a little bit too bright for me, so these are the patterns I picked out, and I thought they were cute together, so that is what we're sticking with. You know what they say, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, and that's all you do, is you keep placing your 4 pieces on there, over and, you know, on a new base, of course. And so you'll have 4 different looks. See how that works? I'm just doing this so you can kind of get the gist of how each one is different. Love it. Okay, let's set those aside. So now you know how they go together. And let me show you some different colors that I did. And I put these together. So now you can really see the different patterns. I don't know if I can get these all on. And I'm going to try to put it so that the long one here is up on each top. Okay, I got room this way. Let's move my ruler. Get that to the edge. So see how you get 4 different patterns out of there? Pretty cool, right? So once I got that all set, that's when you can really start to play. So you can do all your cutting, keep your stacks and your, you know, color families together. And then you can bring out the toys. So let's just pull one out. On this one, I'm using the petal pink color because that's what's in with this grouping. So that is my base, will be the petal pink. Again, as we said, 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 5.5, and scored and folded at 4 1/4. So we got this one here, and I'm not going to put that base down yet because the fun part about this is you can do it this way or you can do it this way. So you can have a horizontal or a portrait style, whichever you'd like. So I'm bringing back that cute little daisy that I was having so much fun with. There she is, my little daisy. And I thought I had a piece of cardstock pre-cut here. See, I told you, there's always one thing you're missing. Maybe, oh, I know where I put it. Well, I have my ink here. So let me bring this back in. So our Sentimental Park does a lot of grouping. So thanks, thinking of you, let's celebrate, dear friend. And you can do thinking of you, love you, let's celebrate you, just for you. Let's celebrate your new baby, your graduation. Dear friend, you are amazing. Happy birthday, dear friend. See how that works? This is so cool. It's like build your own sentiments. I love this, and it was on my, of course, I got it right away. I couldn't help it. This one was just too cute. And I thought, oh, I don't even care about the flowers. It was the dies that I thought were so interesting. Just pulling them over right now. See, they were on my cutting plate here. So you can see these really cool dies and how they're really going to frame your greetings. See right there is the piece I'm looking for. So I will show you a lot more on this in our class. So I am really trying hard to find that piece. And if I don't, I guess it's no big deal. I found it. There we go. Let's set that back over there because I just want to kind of show you how these go together so nicely. Back to that fresh freesia, ladies. If you joined me over the weekend, you know we saw a lot of freesia. So here is, we're just going to gently tap that. Thinking of, And I'm not sure if this is all going to fit on here. I didn't try this before. Nope, it's not. So let me try a little trick. We'll do something else. Thinking of... Let's get this out. Since the U is too big, we're going to pull this one off. And we're going to put this one on. And just in case it's a little girl, we're going to write, thinking of your new baby. All right. Pull this in. And you can do this way. You can do it this way. And you got those fun patterns. So this one you can put any way you want. So whether you do it vertically like we have here, or horizontally, which I think is kind of cute, and we'll put that that little daisy right up in the try area there. And then you could also embellishment. And speaking of embellishments, let's move on. So now you saw the 4 different patterns that you get from that one cut just by stacking your stuff, right? And I've got some fun cards to show you. Okay, now I did take that green. So here's my first card. These are finished cards, just so you could get a look. This is the one I actually took the 2 that were opposite sides and flipped them, so you only see 2 patterns. And you can do that if the color patterns work. And then I took let me grab these out for you, opaque adhesive back gems. And that's what you see here. And they are in the freesia color, so it worked really nice. And freesia is that in color, so I just wrapped a little ribbon behind there just to pull in the freesia from our designer paper. All right, and then my second card here is all 4 of the patterns that you see, and these are the 2 that I flipped upside down. And this is the one that has the fun fold. So you can see all I did was take this and fold it back upon itself. Otherwise, I believe it's 2 3/4 that you would score on. I don't score, I just fold, make it easy. And then that border is still all the way around your card, if you can see that. And these are from the little dies, and I just layered them. The flowers are actually scored on the inside, so they have some dimension in there. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just layered them. This one I just pulled the little pieces up, so I didn't cut that. That one does not cut all the way through, or if it does, I didn't get it to, which was what I wanted it to do. So now I'll probably try that again, and it might not happen, but so there is card number 2. You can decorate these any way you want. And here is the happy birthday, my friend. We're creating our own sentiments now, just for you. All right. And then our third card here is the bigger die cut. That is this one here. And that is really cool. You can see I kind of popped up my edges. I just wanted to create some extra dimension on my card. Let's celebrate you. So we just stamped in that one. All right. And then as I was playing with this, I discovered something which I thought was really cool. All right. This one here is going to fit inside that one. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we have our Granny Apple Green. We're just going to set this off to the side here. And we're going to pull in our white piece. And I am going to start near the bottom. You can do whichever you want. Start at the top or start at the bottom. But there's a third piece on this one that I think is so cool. And it says 4. So I'm going to do my top next because we're building our greeting. Get that one to the top. And then this one gets tucked right in the middle so it doesn't look like it's spaced incorrectly. And they got the little lines in there, which I just love. So thanks for all the wonderful things you do. And I did this one in the freesia. See how that splits apart? Now watch. When I bought this, I did not know this did that, but I am so excited that I found out. Isn't that pretty? And now we're going to bring that in here. And I left this plain so I could show you how I do my fun fold. I just fold this back upon itself. Do my score, or my, see that? All right. And what I like to do when I'm putting this on, now let me see here, because I am going to put this way. All right. And then you're going to get a lot more of that freesia in those greens, and your greeting is in green. So I like to take the back piece here, and I'm going to put my adhesive all along the whole side. Then I'm going to put my adhesive, and I'm going to start about 1/4 inch away and get as close as I can to that edge, and then a little bit in the middle. This way I don't get any over here, and I don't get any on my inside there. Push that down, and there's our card. But this one is going to go this way. So now you can lean your card in this way if you'd like, and they'll be opening it a little bit different way. It's a little bit fun. Let's get our dimensionals over here. And I'm going to place those dimensionals right between the freesia and the white. That will hold that in place, and it will not let it go. We're going to put this here. Pick our little pieces off. My take your pick tool is over on the table. Okay, make sure we put this on the right way. And of course, we have to embellish. So I'm just going to grab my scissors here since my take your picks on the other table. And I'm going to bring these in, because these have all the cute little colors in. And it just goes perfect. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, these I colored with my Stampin' blends. So I could bring the color of those dots, because I don't have that color. So I just used the white ones. Another fun thing we can do, right? These on here. If you want, you could bring extra down in here. I'm not going to because I think there is enough on the card itself. So I have 3 on each side. There is our finished card. And isn't that cute? So now you know you can do these in two-tone. You can leave it white and not even layer it, but I think that is so pretty that you can do that. And then they have the gorgeous flowers, which you could leave. I have just begun to start playing with this Sentimental Park. So, but here are our 4 cards for this evening that I thought just turned out amazing. There we go. And I did not set up my spin to win, so I do have more. I got the prize sitting here. I just don't have everybody's names in. So I'm going to either have to pop on or we'll draw twice next week. But there they are. Those are for everybody who commented last week, Tuesday, during our live. And that is what I have for you tonight. This fun new pattern to cut from your 4x6s again, or if you just want to, cut off so you can leave those longer 12x12 strips, you could do that too. But I love the pattern. I love what you can do with this. It's so much fun to play with. You get 4 different patterns from each set that you do. And then you can just go crazy. And you can decorate these with anything you have at home. But if you are a person who likes your greetings, this is a great one. And it's brand new in the mini catalog. And it's called the Sentimental Park Bundle. And watch for my class because I'm going to do this so you can get a hands-on feel for how these all work. They're just amazing. So thank you for joining me this evening. I will do a spin and let you know who's going to win these cute little embellishments there. I love giving embellishments away because I know everyone can use them. And who doesn't love the little bling bling, right? So thank you again for joining me. I appreciate that. Oh, and I'm glad you guys like the cards. I'm sorry, I couldn't even see my comments, so I apologize for that. I need somebody, a tech person sitting here, so just helping me keep the computer running. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed this new layout. I will have everything you need on my blog tomorrow, and you can catch that video on here anytime as well. So thanks again for joining me. I'm glad you liked the cards. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next week, Tuesday, if not sooner. Thanks. Bye-bye.